Okay, we'll now do examples 5 and 6. Okay, so this is now part 3 of 4 parts. So again, let's not forget our SAM-BOD. We first do addition and subtraction, and then we do multiplication and division, and then finally we will focus on the other operations like square roots, squares, and then finally we do brackets. Okay, so when you do expressions, you do BODMAS, but when we do equations, we do SAM-BOD. That being said, for the equation 5 cos 3x minus 4, we have to do the subtraction first, right? So this is your first priority, and then this would be your second priority, and by this I mean the 5, then this would be your third priority, and then the 3 will be your final priority, okay? So just like with BODMAS, you work your way from left to right, right? Because what we're left with is multiplication. And so because we have to choose which one to do next, we go from left to right, and that is how we get to our answer, okay? So let's start. All right, so we go ahead and we add 4 on either side. So we say that 5 cosine 3x, just ignore that space between the 5 and the cosine, is equal to 4, okay? And then of course we go from left to right, so we first get rid of the 5 by means of division. So let's quickly tick off what we did. We sorted out the addition and subtraction, and now we are going to sort out the division. Okay, so we are going to get rid of this 5 by dividing both sides by 5. So I'm just going to write here, divide by 5, just so that I know what I'm doing. So that would leave me with cosine 3x, okay, equal to 4/5. So that is 4 over 5. Let's write it like that. Cool. At this point, we go from left to right. So we first get rid of the cosine by doing the inverse function. So we go ahead and we say that 3x equal to arc cos or cosine exponent -1, okay, of 4/5. Now at this point we are very much near to the end, so let's grab our calculators. We say shift cosine 4 over 3, and your calculator should give you not 4 over 3, that is my mistake, and I realized that because my calculator said error. So this should be 4 over 5. If you picked that up before I did, good job for being so observant. So we go cosine 4/5, and there we go. So 3x is equal to 36.8698 and some more decimals. And so now to get x, I want you to not clear your calculator. Keep that answer on your calculator and then just divide it by 3. Okay? In order for us to get rid of this 3, we need to divide both sides by 3. So I'm taking my answer from my calculator. I'm saying divide by 3, and I'm getting an answer of 12.29 degrees. Okay? This is an angle, so you must not forget the degrees. This is the answer rounded to 2 decimal places, but if the question asks for 1 decimal place, then this would be 12.3 degrees. Okay, and that is the solution for this example 5, and we managed to achieve this and get to this answer by using SAM-DOB. Okay, there were no brackets in this example, but there will be eventually. So just keep in mind that we are doing SAM-DOB for these equations. Okay, example 6 in our part 3. So again, first thing I have written down here aside from the question is our SAM-DOB. Again, subtraction and addition is your first priority, then multiplication, then division, then surds, exponents, etc., and then finally brackets. Okay, so your brackets are your last priority. So let's have a look. We have 2 tan, and then in brackets we have x minus 10 degrees equals 5, right? So if you look at it, we have multiplication over here, Then we have some more multiplication, right? And then we have our bracket. So of course we need to proceed from left to right. So our first priority here is to divide both sides by 2, which I'm going to write in here very small. We divide both sides by 2, and that leaves us with tan x minus 10 degrees, which I'm going to write down. So we have tan x minus 10 degrees, okay, equal to 5 over 2, right? You might be tempted to mess around with that fraction and get a mixed number, but don't do that. Leave it as is. Right, your next priority, going from left to right, is to get rid of the tangent using the inverse or the reciprocal. So we go that the x minus 10, right, is going to be equal to arctan of 5 over 2, okay? And now again we grab our calculators and we say shift tan 5 over 2. Well, that gives us 68,1985. So x minus 10 degrees is equal to 68,1985. Right? Try to keep at least 4 decimals in your answer, but do not clear your calculator. So now we need to solve for x. Again, we saved this bracket for last, right? We kept this for last. And now we're saying that x minus 10 is 68.1985. Now at this point, we have to do SAMDOB from scratch. So we get rid of this minus 10, just like with linear equations from grade 9, right? So we just go ahead and we add 10 on either side. So that would therefore mean that x is equal to the answer on our calculator plus 10. So I'm going to type plus 10 on my calculator, and that tells me that x is equal to 78.198 degrees, right? We can simplify this a bit more. We can go to 1 decimal place. So this would be 78.2 degrees. If you want to check if this answer is correct, all you need to do is take this answer here and substitute it over there, right? If the answer you get when you type that in your calculator, if this answer over here, right, gives you 5.4,99999, then it means your solution is the right solution, okay? Before this video is fully concluded, I want you to try a few questions which I will pull up in a second. You are more than welcome to do all of them, but I would like you to please try numbers 1, 5, 9, isn't that cool? 1, 5, 9, and let's go 7, okay? These 4 questions will check whether or not you understood the few examples that I've done up to this point, okay? So please give them a go, but it would be in your best interest to try at least 10 of these, 10 out of the 18, okay? So I hope this was easy to understand, and I will post part 4 as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day, and happy studying to you.